We advance, we empower, we strengthen our ability to knowledge and information. Greetings to everyone. This is Ramasen. On this video, I am going to give out my own opinion in regard to Jacob Zuma taking over the financial powers from his senior leaders, preferably the Treasurer General Brian Molefe and Nomvalo. Even though we can say Nomvalo is not the secretary, is not the treasurer, doesn't hold the funds, but an administration, a senior administrator is the person that is directly involved with deciding where the funds gonna be used, because the treasurer will make sure the funds are available, and then the administrator, who is Nomvalo, is going to give the reason why he must be given the money, because he's directly operating the daily events of a political party. So even if a person can be the treasurer, but the person that knows what the money must be used for, it's a secretary of a political party. Not even the president of the party knows what the money is used for. Can just do the oversight. Now, fellow South Africans, it is my opinion to say what President Jacob Zuma, in regard to the running of the political party, he had committed a disaster. It is a disaster. Here is the first important fact. The provincial and national elections that took place in 2024 is not the same to the local government elections. The national elections, you only must have delegates for candidates for legislature and candidates for the list at the national parliament. And then after that, it is the logistics of campaigning, buying t-shirts and door-to-doors and everything. Those, there can be some, but there are very little and very few. But in the local government, in the first place, you have the process of selecting ward candidates. After electing ward candidates, you have, I think they have said South African wards are around 10,000, which means you're going to need 100,000 delegates or candidates of the people that must go to the poll. So after the ward candidates, the person that's going to the poll, you must get the list. And the list must have at least 3 or 4 names. And normally people will prefer the list to have a complete 10 to 15 names, then everybody knows which number he is. And for the political parties that knows they might win a proportional representation of about 5 to 10 seats, they will make their list to be 20 or 30. When some political parties will just put one person for the purpose of registering it at the IEC, and then after the election, they check who got more votes, etc., in regard to the political party system, and put that person there. Now, after you got those two set of people, you are going to work at a VD, voting station. And the political party of MK party situation, I expected, let's say, if they are, let me say the practical example. I expect MK party to contest in KZN every ward. I expect it to contest in Gauteng where it is relevant. I expect it to contest in Mpumalanga. I expect it to contest in some areas in Free State, especially Eastern Free State, like Kwakwa, you know, and there and there, the other municipalities like the municipality of Machabi, you know. but it will be unnecessary to go and contest into the municipalities or the provinces, whereby in a ward you cannot even have 5 people that will even vote for your political party. You have to look at the balance of forces. Now, in the areas that is expected to operate, there is sufficient. Obviously, I left places like uh, 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 in Rustenburg, where they have a councillor, of which we know in some councillors, like in Rustenburg and some in Limpopo, they come by when a person, and in Western Cape, a person that has been acting in a particular political party or whatever, or wanted to be an independent, was made a deal to register under Mkondo Wesizwe. And then you're gonna see it having a seat in the environment that you do not even expect it to have had a support. That's how it happens. So in regard to the a number of membership or support that is got, it is sufficient to say you need to have the flow of money in time. Remember, good people, I'll give you one example. When we must do a catering, we have a program of action, and the program of action is attached to money. And then when we say we have money, we need money. You must say we are going to go out at the mall on a Saturday, on a Tuesday we're going to go at a shopping center, and in all those events is attached to money. Now, if we're gonna need a catering, you're going to say, tell us what is the name of the catering company that is going to cook for you, so that we can pay straight to the catering company. You will find that that is at a town level, town, not even a region. It's a town. Now, if for example, in the municipality that I stay, it's 18 towns. It's a region, 18 towns. And then each town is going to have its program of action, and it's expected to run at least 2 financed programs of action per month. If we are going to say we do it for 3 months, you are going to have to verify first that the particular catering company exists and is true. It correct, it exists. And who has given the name of the catering company? Now, I need to be given the process of verification by the president of MKP in such a regard. I'm just giving one simple example against many. There's a lot of things. The people gonna attend the mini rallies in a region or in the specific towns or whatever. How are you going to be sure that those specific demand for the money are legitimate, is not misuse of the money? And can I get clarity for the MKP members? Exactly how is the president going to be able to know about the programs in towns, in regions, in provinces, and in national? And then how is he going to know according to the program of action? Because the program of action is decided by the administrative head, who is the general secretary. Is he going to go and ask the general secretary? Does this general secretary at this moment understand his responsibility? Can we say that? He used to know in an ordinary situation how the general secretary of the political party functions. But after particular powers are taken from him, does he now, as we speak, understand his powers? Does it mean he will also be having to say, no, 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 such and such a region has given a program of action, they need money for this, president, give them the money? If it's him that is going to tell the president, why is it not him all along that will have to say, here is the service provider, president, or whoever the treasurer, pay for him, pay for the service provider? We have seen that in several occasions there has been a mention of some of the MK political parties' offices being locked, like in Northwest and several others. I think in Limpopo we have seen they've been locked without payment. And there's been huge rumors about Nomvalo paying himself about 304,000 rand of the security for his own safety. We don't know how truthful they are, and we don't know, for the sake of ethics, what is the reasons why Jacob Zuma have decided to do so. It can be ethically correct or morally correct, but administratively it's not, because you are in the middle of the elections and you're supposed to be having a moving machine. And it's going to be difficult for President Zuma, especially at his age, to be able to manage and make the decision. And don't forget, he also must run the political party, and focusing on the money expenses by itself. It's also a serious matter, because a treasurer must authenticize and verify that the person that demands in the money is the correct person and the money is going for the correct adventure. And the last thing is, can we say President Jacob Zuma is controlling the coffers of MKP, because there is possibility that he's got some money from the Guptas, so he wants to make sure that whatever money they're gonna give to him, he must be able to control it by himself. What do you think? Will what President Zuma, is it morally correct, ethically, and is it administratively correct for the purpose of running the elections? What do you think is going to be the end result of the actions of President Jacob Zuma? Thanks for watching the video. Let's meet on the comments section.